What is up there everyone, it's the guy from the Gamertech here, and today I'm going to be fixing Modern Warfare 2. Now I will say I originally had an idea of making this a series, but I've decided to put it all into one video simply because all of the main problems in the game are in Creator Class. So what this video is going to do is fix everything wrong with Creator Class. Now first things first, weapon balance. The UMP45 would be nerfed. I would probably just decrease its range because it is a bit of a sniper rifle. If there are any other guns that you think really should be nerfed, please let me know. I personally don't think any of the others need to. I just think the UMP is a bit too easy to use at long range for a submachine gun. Now, getting into some other things, I would also remove the tactical insertion, just simply because it was just abused since it was made. The problem is it was a very good idea for tactical gameplay, but people only ever used it really for boosting, which made it kind of a useless and annoying gadget. So we're going to be removing that. And also, blast shield is not going to be a piece of equipment anymore. It's going to be very much changed. I will also remove death streaks. Death streaks are gone. They are the most broken thing I've ever seen in a game, bar danger close. And that's simply because why would you want to reward someone for playing badly? If they're playing bad, that's their fault. Don't punish me because they're playing badly. Now the most controversial thing in Modern Warfare 2 was the perks. Now I was originally planning on making sure that I didn't remove any of them, however I've realised there is one which I do have to remove, and that is Last Stand, because I've managed to rebalance the other perks, but Last Stand I couldn't find a way of rebalancing it. It is a sort of broken idea and it is very annoying, so that is the one perk which is definitely going. The rest are all just changed. Now one of the key mechanics of the game I'm going to change is the knifing system. Now the way it works currently is if you're in range and you hit the knife button, you will instantly be given the kill as long as they haven't already killed you, which is very annoying because it means that is why the commando launch was a thing, because as soon as they hit the button, that means they are guaranteed the kill. I would change it so it's a bit more like Battlefield knifing, where you are only guaranteed the kill when your knife actually touches the person. Seriously, Call of Duty, why have you had this mechanic the whole time where it's a one button kill and they haven't even touched you yet? It shouldn't be like that. You should give the person who is being knifed a chance to get the kill. If they screw it up and they miss their shots, that's their fault. But don't punish someone just because one other person could do a panic reflex and happen to get the kill. So the knife is being changed so that it only kills you when the blade actually touches you. Now in terms of perks, Commando is being nerfed. It's no longer going to be it gives you increased knifing range, it's going to give you increased knifing speed, which means that people who want to run knife only can still actually do relatively well if they want to. It means that you'll be able to knife fast, which means in a group of people you'll be able to knife a lot quicker, you can take out a lot more people, and it's a much more empowering perk. The reason why I'm not making it increase knife range is because actually knife speed actually kind of does the same thing. You can still have the lunge in the game, however because of the change in the knifing mechanic, it means that you aren't going to be one hit killed and lunged across the room before you can react. You're going to have a bit more time to actually try and kill them. The most controversial perk in the game would have had to been Danger Close, and it is being completely changed. No longer will it give you increased explosive damage, it is going to be Blast Shield. So Blast Shield is actually being taken out of equipment and being made a perk. Now the base Blast Shield perk will be just like Modern Warfare 3. I felt it was perfectly balanced in the way it worked. It would protect you from most explosions, but if you got exploded near you, you would be almost dead. And that is the way I think it should work. It shouldn't work in like it did in Black Ops 2, where you could get hit in the face by an RPG and still survive. And then the pro perk will be like also Modern Warfare 3, where you get increased resistance to tactical grenades like flashbangs. So you're going to be less susceptible to getting flashbangs and stun grenades. And that is something that I think would make it a much more fair perk, and also in the category it's in would definitely balance it out fairly well. I would also make a quick change to Hardline, so that Hardline Pro, because you no longer have death streaks, the Pro perk will now give you 2 assists counts as a kill, because that will make it a much more fair perk, because now as I've removed death streaks, the point of the Pro perk is completely useless. Now the next perk that's being changed is Scavenger, and that is because I personally feel that you shouldn't be able to replenish your lethal and tactical grenades by scavenging. I don't think that is a fair way to work, because then that just increases explosive spam, which is extremely annoying. I've always hated how you can suddenly get someone who's constantly throwing C4 mini nukes across the map, and it gets extremely annoying because they're using scavenger and they can constantly replenish it. And then the next perk of course is One Man Army. Now this has actually been changed to make it overkill, and I think that works perfectly in the perk category, because then you'll have a very difficult choice. You can either use Sleight of Hand, which gives you increased reloading, or you have to choose between Scavenger, which will give you more ammo, or you choose Overkill now, which is One Man Army, which will then give you the option to use 2 weapons, which means you of course have more ammo, but it's going to run out. And then of course the pro perk is going to be that it allows you to swap weapons faster. Now the way I would balance One Man Army is that you still can use attachments, however it works still like a primary and secondary weapon. Your primary and secondary can have one attachment unless you are using the bling perk, but then of course you can't use Overkill. So the way it works is you have a primary which can have one attachment, and your second primary which can also have one attachment. And then the pro perk just allows you to swap weapons faster, which will make it a much more effective perk, and I think it would be very much in line with the rest of the perks. Now in terms of the rest of the game, those are the main mechanics I would change. I have toyed with the idea of making the nuke into a gun streak, but I think that would be a bit too much of a change from the original game. That would make it more like Modern Warfare 3, and then that would have lost the character of Modern Warfare 2. But anyway guys, this is the idea of how I would fix the game, because I think this is a clear and fair way to actually change things so they actually work and they're empowering you as a player. But anyway guys, this has been the guy with no gamer tag, and I'll see you on another video.